We know that there's a demand and a need for STEM in the elementary schools, but we don't want to replicate, the curriculum and what they're being taught. So this would be more of an enrichment activity. So what we are planning to do, it would be a pilot, and it would be grant funded. So we've kind of structured this as a 6-week program in grades 4 and 5. It would be Applegarth, Woodland, and Brookside schools. We're going to start pretty small, 25 students per grade level with 2 teachers per group. And with hopes to expand and kind of grow this program as we move along. This program would be called Winter of STEM, which would build off of the Summer of STEM. And it would be designed to enrich, I guess, basically the students' curiosity of the sciences, and all of the lessons and activities would be aligned to the standards, of course. Our resources would include some robotics that we have had the pleasure of looking at and ordering. And everything would be engaging and hands-on. So we're going to use a rostering process similar to the way that they do it in the summer. And that would ensure equity for all. And during the 6 weeks, not only would they be engaging in the activities, there might be some very friendly competition with the robotics and the programs that they'd engage in. And then at the end, the very last week, we hope to have more of a showcase for the parents, that you can see what the students have accomplished over the 6 weeks. I've spoken to the principals, they're on board. We've established some dates already. And the next step would be approval and then moving forward with staffing.
So this is a natural evolution. Some of the feedback Ms. Monroe got from the summer is, this was great. Can we do this from the parents? Can we do this during the school year? Can we have access to some of these programs during the school year? So the funding sources, we have title funds. So some of the schools are title schools. We can supplant some of this with some title funding, as well as we have a very small, it's called Beyond the School Day grant. And this is exactly what they're kind of looking for us to utilize funding for. Again, this is laying the groundwork for potentially merging it with the summer operations. And it's almost like we can work the kinks out with the grant opportunity and then look to grow and expand, because we know there is definitely an interest, and it goes to Ms. Corralo's programs, we brought them up, of things for students to do either before or after school. And so this could potentially turn into a fee-based program next year or in the future. And it's a nice opportunity. There's the robotics piece.
Yeah, we can sustain it for this year and next year, actually, on the grant funds. And since we already have established a 0 period, we're going to run it during that 0 period framework before school. So that way it's a drop-off opportunity. They get right into it, and then they just are dismissed and go to class. And over the 6 weeks, I've actually ordered, some things where they're going to be housing some of the materials in the schools, so that won't be disrupted. So we kind of thought through that process as well.
Will the 0 period conflict with the band program?
No, so what we're gonna do is if 5th grade is meeting, 4th grade would have STEM, and then we'll alternate. And that way we have a nurse and we have security on staff already, and then we're gonna build it in that way. So it would work out pretty well.
And it's at each school, Woodland, Applegarth.
Woodland, Applegarth, and Brookside. And the reason we're starting small is because we have these other programs running at the same time. We just don't want to run into traffic issues, and as we started off and we know what we can handle, we'll grow from there. So I think that it will be a good opportunity for the students.
And this